You know, recently I've really fallen down the hole that is Attack on Titan. As someone who only a few months ago changed his tune after finally getting through the 3rd season of the show, I can't help but say that I am in love with this anime. The story and the art are both fascinating, but what gets me the most is the characters and how they develop. So nevertheless, I have been dying to talk about some of my favorite characters of the show, and none more than the character of Reiner. You see, I've always enjoyed the character of Reiner, but I feel like, to an extent, he is a deeply misunderstood character. I truly believe that the real main character isn't Eren like the show has led you to believe. The true protagonist of the story is actually Reiner. So let's talk about why that is and also just how amazing of a character he is. So Reiner is a truly tragic character, especially considering the backstory we got from him in the past few episodes. Reiner was raised in an encampment without knowing his father, thanks to him being born a subject of Ymir, basically someone who can be turned into a Titan. So he began trying to climb the ranks in the military so he could meet his father. Reiner becomes basically a child soldier in hopes of becoming a Titan, specifically a named Titan so they can be honorary members of their society and he and his mother could live with their father. Of course, after barely reaching his goal and inheriting the armored Titan, Reiner confronts his father to find out that he wants nothing to do with him and his mother. So basically, everything Reiner had worked for was for nothing. But nevertheless, he persisted. And this is an important fact about Reiner. He always pushes forward, even when there is no reason to continue doing so. A similar story occurs later on when Reiner and his gang are about to breach the first wall on Paradise Island. We find out that there was foul play in how Reiner obtained his Titan. Basically, the only other candidate who was their leader talked up Reiner and talked down his brother because he didn't want his brother to be cursed with a Titan like him. In other words, Reiner didn't earn his Titan, and we find out that he was always the odd one out. And when the plan to get to the wall fails horribly and their leader is killed, Reiner pushes onwards and takes lead of the group and the attack on Paradise Island. Reiner's whole philosophy is to continue pushing onwards always, even if failure is certain. Yet despite this, Reiner never dies. In the attack on Paradise Island, Reiner is the only one to make it back. In the attack on the fort, Reiner narrowly survives again. He always gets saved by his comrades, but it's rare that his comrades outlive him. It's almost like punishment. All of his friends die around him to keep him alive, despite the realization that Reiner is the weakest link. He has always been the weakest link, and Reiner knows it himself and hates himself for it. Yet, he pushes onwards. Reiner's purpose is simple. He is the catalyst for everything that is going to come in the future. He is the one who forced the attack on the wall, he is the one who got Annie caught and Bertold killed, and he is the one who changed Eren. For you see, Eren has taken a lot of lessons from Reiner. Early in the show, we see just how much Eren looked up to Reiner, just how close Eren and Reiner were. And what Eren picked up from Reiner is this thought process of always pushing forward. Eren's and Reiner's beliefs are two sides of the same coin. Reiner believes that the only way to save humanity is to eradicate all of those who have Ymir's blood. He's seen the way other races look at them and is sickened by it. Not to mention, since he was a child, he was indoctrinated by the people of Marley to believe in it. They tell stories of how horrible the Titan clans were and how their people are responsible for their ancestors' crimes. So Reiner believes that the only true way to save the human race is to let their people die out, so no one else has to live with the crimes of their ancestors. And on the other side, we have Eren's beliefs to eradicate all of those who don't have Ymir's blood. His beliefs are mostly out of spite in how the world has treated their people and that their race will never be truly accepted. So the only way is to destroy the others, And thanks to this fundamentally flawed philosophy, neither one of them plans on stopping until their goal is complete, which could and probably will lead to a lot of genocide. Reiner is such a fascinating character to dissect. I hardly scratch the surface on this character's depth. I think one other topic I really want to tie in here is Reiner's struggle with his personality. It's pretty well documented that when Reiner joined the Survey Corps that he had a bit of a mental struggle. He split his personality into the Reiner that everyone in the Corps knew and the real him. This is where things get kind of messy. I think the reason Reiner splits his personality here is because he couldn't possibly accept that the people inside the wall were just normal humans. After all these years of being trained that these people were demons, and then just casually making friends with them, but only after committing mass genocide of their people, it kind of messed up Reiner pretty bad. Because he knows that he is the one who made the final call for the attack. So he ends up with a split personality to try and justify what he's done. Basically, still trying to trick himself into believing that all these people inside the walls are demons. Which is why I'm so happy to see that post-time skip, he's kind of come to terms with the fact that he is the one who is responsible, and that the people inside the walls are no different from him. However, thanks to what he's done on Paradise Island, when anyone dies in the potential upcoming wars that it looks like Eren is eager to start, that blood will also be on Reiner's hands. And I'm guessing that's going to mess him up pretty bad as well. However, I'm sure Reiner will continue to always march forward. Thank you for watching. Oh man, I'm sorry guys. I wanted to cover so much more with Reiner, but I couldn't find like a suitable location to put it in the video. Maybe I'll make another video on Reiner, and there's so many other characters I want to talk about on Attack on Titan. Just a quick heads up, if you guys are new here, please click that subscribe button, and if you're a subscriber, make sure you guys ring that bell because YouTube has been suppressing my videos for the past 2 or 3 months, and god damn it, I'm getting tired of it. I want to eventually hit 100,000 subs, and YouTube is like, over my dead body. Sorry for no camera, I just didn't feel like showing my face today because I didn't feel like setting up my camera. Either way, huge thank you to my patrons, you guys are my heroes. Please make sure to share, like, comment, and subscribe. This is Manime. Make sure you guys stay man and go watch that goddamned anime.